That's right. And then some people misunderstand meditation, and because of lot of interest in churches and many other religions, they're trying to introduce meditation, and they're creating meditation, uh, but those are not really helping them to understand themselves. Those are again doing something else with the human mind. So those are the bad part of that.
Mm-hmm.
But meditation is really what meditation is. It's helping you to find yourself, not anything else, and basically finding who you are, not something else.
Well, and I thought it was interesting too when you were talking about even starting with your breathing. In the United States, we have an expression saying, "Oh, I have to catch my breath," meaning that we're going so fast that we sometimes are outpacing ourselves. And so I think that's a very interesting kind of juxtaposition about to say,
That's
if you're
right.
to that point where you're having to catch your breath, you're not focusing on your breathing because
That's right.
you shouldn't have to catch it.
That's right, exactly. And the other thing, we most of the time we are seeking and we are finding excuses, and we say we don't have time, we have busy life. But really, no matter how much things you have, you have to breathe, and you don't give breaks to your breath. You have to breathe. How come we can do everything by mindfully? So with the sitting meditation helping you to have your life back, and it's not really slowing you down, it's really giving you time and giving you right time, and it's helping you to use your time in a perfect way, really avoiding mistakes and maintaining yourself and maintaining calm, all those things coming with meditation. So people really who value themselves, they are really encouraging to find time for meditation and finding opportunities.
And in the past, I had tried to do a meditation experiment with my class and just let them try on their own in their own time to find some time just to sit. And they had to do some research online and find some a little bit more about meditation, and then try to go a half an hour where they were just being quiet and trying to meditate. And I got a lot of students who said, "Oh, my mind was just racing with everything else I should have been doing during that time, or I couldn't stop myself from thinking." What might you say to those students who struggle with that?
Well, then they are not meditating, they are trying to do something. Meditation, with that point, meditating means you are observing, you are not doing anything. So when they have busy mind or when they have a lot of thoughts, they realize, okay, I'm having these thoughts. You should be very friendly with yourself and watch, basically observe rather than reacting. So then gradually you can form new habit. So then you need time. And also, I'm really not encouraging anybody to practice meditation by themselves at the beginning, because, like a simple example, if somebody learn walk in a wrong way at the beginning as a child, that person will continue that in the entire lifetime. Then you should have your parents or somebody to help you and teach you how to do this. Even though the way how you eat, you need somebody to teach you. Somebody who you know should teach you how to do that. This is kind of habit you are training to your mind. And if you practice meditation by yourself, you might sit down and you might have a still posture, but with your mind you might do something else. That also will lead you to pleasure again, because our mind always encouraging us to find some kind of pleasure. So I'm really encouraging somebody to practice meditation even at least at the beginning with a teacher. So that way you can introduce right techniques
And
and you can maintain it later.
And could you just describe a little bit about what one of your sessions might look like or feel like, and how you lead a session?
Okay. Yeah, usually with our sessions, we are practicing meditation half an hour, and there are two stages of this half an hour meditation, which is first 5 minutes I'm helping them to calm themselves and settling their posture with meditation posture, and settling their body with meditation posture. Then another 20 minutes we are practicing either few techniques we are using, and mainly we are using breathing meditation. Then I'm guiding them how to watch and observe your breath. So that's how our meditation part goes. Then after that we discuss some kind of topics. Sometimes they ask some practical questions. Sometimes they ask how to cultivate themselves. Sometimes I'm bringing some stories and helping them to with them teachings which can use with their practice in their life. That's how our class goes. So with retreats or with long time meditation periods, I am introducing them to sitting meditation and walking meditation, which is very interesting. To walking.
But here in Chanhassen, you don't do the walking.
We do walking meditation with our retreats here in
Okay,
Chanhassen.
but just during the retreats.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that, because I'm not very familiar with that, is that more of a labyrinth then, or
No.
it's okay?
We just select a path to walk, and everybody doing this individually.
Okay.
And first, I'm guiding them to do how to do that. Then they do that.
Okay. Can I go back to one of the things you said was you might talk about a story? Are there a lot of stories in the Buddhist teachings, and what purpose?
Well, actually, I'm not really bringing these stories from Buddhist stories. Just a practical stories from my life and
Okay.
what I heard, and then we are using practical stories to learn something. Maybe sometime I'm bringing some stories from Buddha's life also, maybe some monk's life from the and what they did and all those things. But these are not really religious stories.
Maybe more like a personal experience that you're retelling. Okay.
Yes.
And is there anything else that you would like to say to students who've maybe never meditated or who maybe have misconceptions about what it is?
Well, yes, and I would say in these days, I'm really happy with the students, because we are really, a lot of students are really open. And basically, when you stuck in somewhere, you think you are very open, but once when you come out from those boxes, then you see how much you are open right now. These days, fortunately, a lot of young people, a lot of students, they are really open. They don't want to stuck themselves somewhere. And for those, it's better to think what are they doing, and why am I doing something? Why am I believing this? Because I would like to encourage them to not to believe anything, just experience something. By believing it, you are really depending on something what you don't know. If you know something, then you know it. If you don't know something, just realize I don't know it. Then better to find those out. If you think, well, I should know this area, then you should expose yourself towards those ways. And I would like to encourage them to watch a DVD or movie what I saw 2 or 3 years ago. The name is What the Bleep Do We Know? And that documentary really talking about human mind, and very interesting documentary, and I would really encourage young crowd to watch that documentary, What the Bleep Do We Know?
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and
Thank you.
and I know it's going to benefit my students. So, so thank you.
Thank you so much.